Hey Tankers, Bonsai Duck here. Thought I would drop this, in my humble opinion, on some of the things that are coming out here soon in the next couple days. You know, we've had quite a few announcements in the past few days, so I wanted to highlight a few of them and just kind of give my opinion on some things. It's been a very busy couple of weeks, lately with the black market and the update 1.12, whatever it is. And there's a lot of other things coming. We had Crew 2.0 test, which, that seemed a little scary. You got RD 5.0 changes that are being tested right now. So, anyway, I just wanted to give you my some thoughts on some things and a little channel update, and we'll go from there. So, all right, channel update. Well. YouTube going great, getting lots of good videos. I really appreciate it. Be sure to tell your friends and family. We could always use more viewers, more subscribers, which will just allow me to do more stuff with the channel. But everything else is going great. Been doing a little coursework lately, right? For lack of a better word. I am taking some training to learn to do a little bit better on the video editing. So, you'll see some things that I'm playing with and testing in the video intros and stuff like that. So, give me your feedback on what you think. What you like, what you don't like, stuff like that. I'm not trying to make them too fancy, but I wanted to add a little bit of pizzazz or something to them. I don't know exactly what I'm shooting for, but I do enjoy the video editing. I'm going to look into some virtual effects type of stuff. So, a lot of stuff that I've been playing with on that aspect. So, as far as Twitch streaming, haven't been doing a lot of Twitch lately. First off, I greatly appreciate everybody that comes and watches my streams. Those of you that have subscribed to my streams, I greatly appreciate it. But honestly, I don't get a lot of viewers, and I think a lot of that is probably because of my gameplay. I don't know. Maybe it's my personality. I think I'm a friendly guy, but I don't know. But I think a lot of it is because of my gameplay, and people would much rather watch somebody better, maybe they can learn from. So I'm in the process of trying to improve my gameplay. Not make stupid decisions, not be super passive. Blah 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 blah. So just cutting back on the streaming. My work schedule is becoming very busy. I'm getting ready to do some more traveling, so that's it. Obviously, it just life gets in the way. So streaming is the one thing that gets cut back, right? I'd rather play a platoon with you guys. Been platooning with Night Dog and Mad Dog and Tonester 181. Really enjoying that. Enjoying platooning with you guys and getting to learn a lot. So, as far as the streaming goes, it's kind of on the back burner. I'll be honest with you. I appreciate everything you guys have done, and I appreciate you coming and watching me when I am streaming. But I want to give a better content. Let's see. Everything else is going pretty good. Obviously, I got my first COVID shot, so I'm on my 20 some odd day till I get my second one. My wife just got her second one, so that's good. We're getting that down. Like I said, getting ready to do some travel for work, so I'll get a bunch of videos loaded up and then kick them off, and that'll all be set. Getting a lot of good videos, some ace tankers. We still have the competition going on between Mark Bug and Middle Age Noob on the 1375. So you guys, I need to see some videos. Mark Bug just sent in a whole bunch of videos, so I'll be getting those out. Helping out Tonester 181 with some videos that he can't do for himself. He didn't have the right version or whatever, so helping him out with those. And I have some of my own. Been having some decent games, obviously. Ace Tanker games, not this boy. No, we don't do that very often, but been having some decent games. So look forward to those coming. I'll try to get, maybe there'll at least be one every day, right? And maybe on a couple days I can get some two going. Just trying to keep my stock going, because I don't play a lot during the week myself, so I don't have a lot of games to keep into keep in the bank, and I don't like trolling through. I haven't, and I probably won't, trolling through the WOT replays to try and find the game of the week. I'd rather showcase what you guys send in. So We have a lot of news that's been coming along lately, so let's get started on that, shall we? All right, so here we are at the main page, and we're just kind of. I just wanted to go through a couple areas. There's like 4 or 5 areas of things that have been announced and things that are coming, that are happening, that happened, whatever. That I just wanted to kind of give you my opinions on. Some of these things, I think are good. Some of these things are kind of like, well, really, and then some of them, I have some concerns about, but. Let's get started on that. So the first thing I'm going to hit is the black market. Black market. I don't know how you all thought about it. Personally, myself, I found it kind of lackluster, and that seems to be the mode lately for wargaming. Things just the holiday ops. Okay. All right, that I think that was probably the best thing they had put together all in 2020. As far as the black market, I mean, I had most of the tanks already. So for a guy like me who's been in the game for I'm 6+ years, I think. I have pretty much every tier 8 premium, right? And I have most of all the premiums just because I've collected them over the years, or bought them, or got them for rewards, or whatever. So a black market really doesn't jump out at me. Now, to say there were 2 things that I was really interested in. I was interested in the T-22. I thought, well, you know what? If I could get that, I would go for that. I like playing medium tanks, and I don't really know much about the controversy of it. If I was playing the game at the time, I wasn't paying attention, and I damn sure wasn't good enough to be worried about it. So, but from what I've seen, it's a fairly decent medium. And the other one was the Death Star. I didn't have enough time to grind the 183 to get the 183B. During that whole, when they retired it and all that garbage, and so it didn't work out well for me. Anyway, so I've been waiting for that one, and I was able to get that on the last day, because I thought the last day, obviously it was at 5,000, then you could pay to open up different garages, a little bit of a paywall, but nothing big. And once the Death Star came up, boom, bought it. Didn't even care. I could have opened up 2 more garage doors, and I didn't really care. I wanted that 183. I didn't, so. But as far as the whole black market, I found it to be just lackluster, to be honest with you. Yeah, some of you may have enjoyed it, and I think for those, it's very useful for people who don't have a lot of tanks, or don't have some of the collector's tanks. But anyway, that give me your thoughts on that. But in my opinion, it's just a little lackluster. And that seems to be the mode in which they're going. All right, so next up we have the World of Tanks, G.I. Joe. Well, I mean, G.I. Joe and Cobra joined the battle of World of Tanks. I mean, we were all kids, right? And I had G.I. Joes. Didn't have any of the Cobra. I mean, I was all G.I. Joe. I mean, I had every G.I. Joe you could, from the Army guy to the Navy guy, right? And, honestly, I think, the tanks look kind of cool. I like the overly plastic looking motif that they have going for them. I mean, they look really good. I saw a couple in battle last night, and they it looks like that Green Army, that Green Army guy, type of tank. And the T-54 Mod 1 looked really good too. This is going to be a Twitch Prime pack, thing where we're going to get something because we have Amazon Prime. This is the first time I remember them ever putting out the tanks prior to the command, prior to the Prime package release, right? So obviously some things are changing there, and we've known that's happening for a while. But I guess is my only concern with this is just the cost of the package for these guys, right? So if we look, you get the package with everything, all the skins and everything else. I mean, this has 10 items, so you've got the 15 times personal reserves. So there's 45 of those, different percentages. You've got the 7,500 gold. Okay, I didn't see that. A special battle mission. Was that 75 times? 35 each tank. The 3 times Joe Mobat decals, all that for $101.08. I'm not sure about the 8 cents. Okay, and obviously, I mean, I have a coupon, but that's a good chunk of change, especially this close to what I would think would be the holiday ops where people have spent a lot of money. But for the collector, all right, for the tank collector, which honestly, this game seems to be going down that road a little bit, right, where people are tank collectors. Obviously. I go through time after time where I'm like, I got to clean out my garage. Just too much clutter, and if I get too much clutter, I stop playing pretty much because I just can't decide which tank I want to play. So I've gone to the mode of only the tanks that I really want, right? But I guess there's obviously there's a lot of you out there that have a ton of tanks. I know a gentleman named Papa John, who has every tank that has ever come out that he could buy. He's bought every tank he could possibly purchase from the day he got started in this game. So, playing platoons with him takes a long time because it takes a long time for him to figure out which tank he wants to load. But again, if you're into the collecting, fine. I guess $101.08 is not that much off the mark for you. You get a bunch of decals, so and then there's some missions. I'm not sure if the commanders come in on the March 18th with the Twitch Prime. I would assume they do. And are those only available to the people who bought the packages? And the rest of us just get the shaft? What? So, anyway, that's the G.I. Joe. So good luck on it. All right. So next we've got Steelhunter. Okay, so I thought, well, because it plays into Battle Pass, Season 4, I thought, well, okay, maybe I'll try it this time, because, and not to get ahead of myself, but, it might be worth playing so that I can get the points, the Battle Pass points. So I watched the video, right, and I'll be honest with you. After watching the video, I lost all desire to play the damn mode again. It just absolutely just took it right out of me. The arcadish, people bitched about Frontline because you had respawn. Okay, you could come back into it, and then it was just this game, this mode makes me feel like this is more arcade than even Frontline could even be compared to be honest with you. I mean, because you got tanks that do special things. This one drops a mist and it starts dissolving everything around you, including you if you happen to be in that mist, but it's great to use as a camo. This other one drops landmines in a certain area. This other one drops this big ball of doom right here that rolls around and kills things. I mean, seriously. So, honestly, I'm not going to play it. I really hope that Wargaming isn't using this to direct their, what they want to do. And I hope this mode, for those of you who want to play this mode, fine, play it. I like playing Frontlines. Okay, so bring my Frontlines back. That's what I like. Good on you if you like playing it. That's fine. I do have some concerns with the ability of how much this can feed into Battle Pass, but we'll talk about that because they don't say anything about Frontline feeding into Battle Pass. But we'll get into that here in a little bit. So anyway, Steelhunter is back, and it looks like we get 4 stages. This one's running from the 15th to the 22nd. So enjoy it if you like playing it. I'm not. There's 2 new maps. It's amazing how they can come up with these maps for these modes, but they can't come up for new maps for the game. It absolutely amazes me. Uh, but anyway, if you like it, good on you. Like I said, the video turned me off. So let's move on. All right, I was going to do Battle Pass, but that, as I started going through it, it looks like it's going to be its own little video. It's good because there's just so much stuff in there to unpack. And there's been a lot of comments on it, and there's a lot of things that are kind of still up in the air. So I'm going to make that its own separate video, and we're going to move right on to exchange blueprints for in-game goods. All right, so they came out with hey, you guys got all these blueprints, and for guys like me who... I mean, I was going through them the other day. I've collected a bunch of them for nations that I've already got all the tanks, right? And I'm never gonna use them again, right? So unless they come out with a new line. Now, anyway, so they said, hey, we got all these blueprints. I mean, is it me, or does Wargaming seem to be on this massive push to just drain the economy of gold, credits, blueprints, anything they can, bonds? It's just like, we've got to drain this. Well, I mean, there was a huge, we had holiday ops and the tank rewards and stuff like that. So there's been a huge push over the years to get tankers these rewards that they get, and then now it seems to me, and like I said, this is my own tinfoil hat. There just seems to be this huge push to try to drain this stuff out of the economy. I don't know if that means to make it, force us to have to go in and pay money for it. And now it becomes a money grab because now we've drained the economy, and now we can change basically change the way that people get these rewards. They seem to be very happy about giving you a fucking decal every time you turn around. No. Anyway, so now you can exchange these. You can exchange the blueprints in your garage that you don't use or won't use because you've got all the tanks in that particular country. And you can do that from the 12th through the 22nd. All right. So I kind of was looking at it and went into it. And, when they originally announced this, I could be mistaken, but I thought they were saying, there was going to be some reserves, in there. No reserves. So it's training manuals, crew members, days of WOT, and 2 and 3D styles. Okay, so here's a little breakdown of what you get. Now, pay attention to this because in the end game client, it doesn't make a lot of sense, right? At least, and that's me. It could be I'm just thick-headed. So you can get the training booklet, which is 20,000 XP for every crew member, for 4 national blueprint fragments. Okay. Unlimited. Okay, so I can buy as many of those as I want. All right, training guide for 10, 2 per nation. Universal 60 blueprint fragments, and that's universal blueprint fragments 4 times. I can buy 4 of those. That's it. 60 universal blueprint fragments for a personal training manual, which is 850 to a selected crew member, once per account. I don't know what the limit here. Why is this limited? If I've got enough of those, I should be able to buy as many of those as I want. Okay, that's just my opinion. Then we got crew members. So you got a crew member with 100% training and enough for 1 more skill, locked to a specific nation determined. Okay, so that's 20 national blueprint fragments, and you can do that 5 crew members. Crew member with 100% training, brothers in arms at a 0 perk, and enough for another skill, locked to the nation for 40 national fragments. And I can do that for 5 times. Okay. Customizations. Here's all the customizations you can get, and here's the cost of them, and you can get as many of those as you want, except for these 2. You can only get the 3D styles once per count. I might get those, what the hell. I maybe even on the Progetto, because I'd really like to see it in something different than the standard that it came out with. And then you got WOT premium account day. So, again, you can get 2, 1. I don't know why there's limits on these. You should be able to, if you've got the blueprints, you should be able to buy as much as you want. Okay. So, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. The training manuals, yeah, I could use those. Crew members, no, I can't. I got too many crew members as it is, and I just don't need them right now. So, the training manuals look pretty cool. Maybe customizations, I don't know. But I think I'll go through here and do that. I just don't like the fact that they're limiting them. If I have enough to do it, I should be able to buy as much as I want, except for the cheap one. Which really, that only helps newer crews, really. I mean, this is the one that I want, all right? But I can only buy 4 of them. I can only get 4. Cheap bastards. All right, well, that's my in my humble opinion weekly or update. Maybe I'll just change this and come out with a my weekend update. I don't know, but anyway, again, like I said, just channel update. Go through a couple things. I'm gonna do a little separate video on the battle pass, because I think there's a lot of things that for the average Joe that you need to be aware of. And I know there's been a ton of videos on it, and I'm assuming you've all done it. And as a content creator, I got to do it too. So bear with me. Anyway, that's it for the update this week. I hope you have a great weekend, and be safe out there. This is Bonsai Duck out.